Welcome to today's Explainer. We're about to take a really breathtaking journey through one of Australia's most iconic cultural landmarks, the Art Gallery of New South Wales. Just picture gliding high above Gadigal country with the sparkling blue waters of Sydney Harbour stretching out right behind it. It's pretty magnificent. We're going to explore how this space has completely transformed into a world-class interlocking campus that brings together history, modern architecture, and some truly profound storytelling. The director of the gallery, Maud Page, really hit the nail on the head when she described the vision for this sprawling space. She called it vibrant, multi-generational, meaningful, and surprising. And you can see exactly what she means when you look at the architecture. On one side, you've got the beloved original 19th century building, Na Lenora, standing proud with its classic neoclassical facade. But right next to it, the brand new Nala Badu building. Designed by the Pritzker Prize-winning architects Sanaa, these interlocking pavilions basically step gracefully down toward the water, just perfectly following the natural slope of the land. Now, focusing in on that new Nala Badu building, which, by the way, beautifully translates to seeing waters, you literally can't miss how the sunlight bounces off those massive windows. But this isn't just about looking good. This structure represents a massive commitment to environmental responsibility. In a time when we really need our cultural institutions to step up and lead by example, this new pavilion is doing exactly that. It's a true beacon for Sydney's sustainability ambitions. And that commitment to the planet brings us to a really monumental milestone, a world-leading 6-star Green Star sustainability rating. Just pause for a second and let the gravity of that sink in. The Art Gallery of New South Wales is literally the very first public art museum in Australia to hit this level. It's officially classified as world leadership in sustainability, which actually beats their original 5-star goal. It sets an entirely new standard globally, proving that yes, world-class art spaces can absolutely operate in perfect harmony with nature. Section 1. Encounters with masterpieces. Let's step out of the bright harbor light and head indoors. We're moving into the quiet intimacy of the galleries now, which house a staggering collection of over 37,000 objects. Take a close look at this one. This is Ken Dunn's Sunday, painted back in 1982. Notice those incredibly vibrant textured brushstrokes? They just perfectly capture the essence of Australian coastal life. You can almost feel the heat of the bright sun and the sheer energy radiating off the canvas. Purchased with funds from the Art Gallery Society of New South Wales, it's just this exquisite celebration of local identity. It's moments exactly like this that connect you straight to the pulse of Australia. And the sense of discovery here is just incredible. Imagine walking through the First Nations collections and witnessing a powerful moment of generational connection, like a father and son looking up in absolute awe at this towering illuminated pillar of Aboriginal artwork. The soft glow of the projection mapping in that darkened room, it creates such a deeply intimate space for learning, quiet reflection, and just pure wonder. What's really crucial here is how the gallery embeds this respect right into its very foundation. The First Nations Department works collaboratively across the entire organization to make absolutely sure that Indigenous perspectives and knowledge systems are front and center. Take the Yurubana Gallery, for instance. Yurubana actually means this way in the language of the Eora people, acknowledging the gallery's home on Gadigal land. It's this dedicated space that reflects the heavy historical weight and enduring heritage of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art, covering everything from historical artifacts to some seriously dynamic contemporary pieces. Section 2. Life in the oil tank. Prepare for a pretty dramatic shift. We are heading deep underground now, into the Nelson Packer tank. This is actually a massive, repurposed World War II oil tank that they've transformed into an unbelievable space for immersive art. The atmosphere down here completely flips from the quiet contemplation upstairs to just pulsating life. Picture this: performers and a super engaged audience interacting under this intense, dramatic red lighting, all surrounded by a vast forest of raw concrete columns. It allows for this mind-blowing fusion of sound, light, and movement that you literally couldn't pull off in a normal white wall gallery. Down here, you don't just view the art, you feel it in your bones. And people are absolutely flocking to it. The magnetic pull of this underground cavern is undeniable. Get this, over just a 31-day run, a staggering 35,817 visitors descended into the tank for the Yalu Commission. Created by the Molca Project, this was an immersive light and sound experience that effortlessly blended cutting-edge tech with ancient cultural storytelling from Yirrkala. It was drawing an average of over 1,000 people a day. That is an absolute triumph of contemporary programming for sure. Section 3, a vibrant gallery community. Let's float back up from the subterranean depths to the airy, sunlit levels. All of these incredible spaces build into this massive story of community engagement. We're talking a record-breaking 2.58 million annual visits to the gallery and its touring exhibitions. That is a 17% jump from the previous year. When you weave through these crowds, you really see a living, breathing ecosystem. You've got students sketching quietly in the corners for the Art Pathways program, families diving into interactive exhibits in the new Matt Allen Gallery, and everyday folks just eagerly taking in the art that defines our era. It's amazing to notice how thoughtfully people interact with everything here. Like, look at this guest exploring a book for the Kaufi exhibition, My City is Yours. This kaleidoscopic presentation of her work is just the perfect example of how the gallery deepens its ties with specific communities, in this case, Sydney's Chinese community, while still giving everyone else this deeply personal connection with global contemporary art. It really draws you in. Now, if you're someone who makes the gallery a regular part of your life, let's step elegantly into the Members Lounge. This is a specially curated retreat designed purely for art lovers to just recharge. It gives you a quiet escape from the busy exhibition floors, a super comfortable spot to read or journal, and a premium space to catch up with friends. Honestly, it's spaces like this that transform a museum from a place you just visit for a few hours into a place where you truly belong. It becomes this vital part of your routine: coffee, art, conversation, and a little bit of calm. Section 4. The surrounding Gadigal country. Now, let's direct our gaze outward. Looking through the massive gallery windows, you realize how the interior spaces flow effortlessly right back into the natural beauty outside. It's a true interlocking campus. Taking a gentle visual stroll through the Domain Parkland, you can see the newly activated art garden connecting the two buildings, filled with public art and beautifully manicured spaces. And from right there, you can gaze out over Sydney Harbour. It perfectly sets the scene for grabbing a relaxed post-visit coffee down by the waterfront. The whole environment just encourages you to linger and soak it all in. As we take a final, sweeping look at the gallery at dusk, with that majestic architecture glowing against the evening sky, I want to leave you with a question to ponder. How can a physical space actually change the way we understand our own cultural history? The Art Gallery of New South Wales, with its historic roots and its absolutely breathtaking sustainable expansions, proves that a museum isn't just a container for objects. It's a living campus that shapes our perspectives, honors Indigenous knowledge, and continually redefines our place in the world. Thanks for walking through this magnificent space with me on today's Explainer. Keep exploring, and as always, keep asking questions.